Hello student, let's start to learn. Subject Science and Technology, Part 1, Unit number 5, Heat. Today's my first point is specific heat capacity and last and second point is heat exchange. Thank you. Specific heat capacity. Try this. Material for this activity, take a tray with thick layer of wax, solid spheres of iron, lead, and copper of equal masses, burner or spirit lamp, larger beaker. Procedure: first, take 3 spheres of iron, copper, and lead of equal masses, as shown in the figure. Second, put all the 3 spheres in boiling water in the beaker for some times. Third, take the 3 spheres out of the water. All the spheres will be at temperature 100 degrees Celsius. Put them immediately on the thick slab of the wax. Fourth, note the depth that each of the sphere goes into the wax. The sphere which absorb more heat from the water will give more heat to the wax. More wax will thus melt and the sphere will go deeper in the wax. It can be observed that the iron sphere goes deepest into the wax. Here is the iron sphere. It is go deeper into the wax. Lead sphere. Here is a lead sphere. Goes the least and copper sphere goes to intermediate. Here is the copper sphere. It is go to intermediate depth. This shows that the equal rise in temperature. The 3 spheres have a absorb different amount of heat. This means that the property which determines the amount of heat absorbed by the sphere is different for 3 spheres. This property is called specific heat capacity. Now let's go to see the definition of the specific heat. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of unit mass of an object by 1 degree Celsius is called the specific heat of the object. The specific heat capacity is denoted by letter C. The SI unit of specific heat is joule per kilogram degree Celsius and CGS unit is the calorie gram degree Celsius. Observe this chart. Here is a specific heat capacity of some substances. Here is the substance. First is the water. Specific heat of this water is 1.0 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Paraffin. Specific heat of this paraffin is 0.54 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Specific heat of copper is 0.095 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Specific heat of mercury is 0.033 calorie per gram degree Celsius. If specific heat of object is C, the mass of the object is m, and if the temperature of the object is raised by delta T degrees Celsius, the heat energy absorbed by the object is given by m into C into delta T. In the same way, if specific heat of object is C and the mass of the object is m, and if the temperature of the object is decreased delta T, then the heat energy lost by the object will be m into C into delta T. Heat exchange. If heat is exchanged between a hot and cold object, here is the hot object and cold object, the temperature of the cold object goes on increasing due to gain of energy, and temperature of the hot object goes on decreasing due to the loss of the energy. The change in temperature continues till the temperature of the both objects attain the same value. In this process, the cold objects gain heat energy and the hot object loses the heat energy. If the system of the both objects is isolated from the environment by keeping it inside the heat resistant box, here is the box of the heat resistant material, then meaning that the energy exchange take place between two objects only, then no energy can flow from inside the box or come into the box. In this situation, we get following principle. Here is the principle: heat energy lost by the hot object is equal to heat energy gained by the cold object. This is called as the principle of heat exchange. Measurement of specific heat, that is mixing method, and calorimeter. The specific heat of an object can be measured using mixing method. For this, calorimeter is used. Here is the calorimeter. You have learned about calorimeter in previous standard. If a hot solid object is put in the water in a calorimeter, heat exchange between the hot object and the water and the calorimeter starts. This continues till the temperature of the solid objects, water and the calorimeter becomes equal. Therefore, the heat lost by solid object is equal to heat gained by water in calorimeter plus heat gained by the calorimeter. Here, heat lost by solid object Q is equal to mass of the solid object into its specific heat into decrease of its temperature. Similarly, heat gained by the water Q1 is equal to mass of the water into its specific heat into increase in its temperature. Heat gained by calorimeter Q2 is equal to mass of calorimeter into its specific heat into increase in its temperature. So, heat lost by hot object is equal to heat gained by the calorimeter plus heat gained by water. So, we get here final equation: Q is equal to Q2 plus Q1. Using this equation, if the specific heat of water and calorimeter are known, the specific heat of solid object can be calculated.